always loved road trips. Something about the open highways, old diners, and desert sunsets feels freeing, like you're slipping off the grid for a while. But one night on Route 66 changed everything for me. And after that, I've never traveled alone again. It was mid-July, Arizona heat blazing down like fire. My car had been running hot all day, and just after sunset, the radiator gave out, right in the middle of nowhere. With no cell service and nothing but flat land in sight, I spotted a small, flickering neon sign just off the highway. Sunset Inn, vacancy. The place looked like it hadn't been updated since the 70s. Still, it was the only option. Inside the lobby, an old man stood behind the desk, no smile, just this tired, distant look in his eyes. I asked for a room for the night. He hesitated, then slid a key across the desk. Only one left, he said. Room 11, but I wouldn't recommend it. I chuckled. Why not? Haunted? He didn't laugh, just stared and said, some things don't like being disturbed. I figured he was just trying to spook me. Maybe some local motel lore to mess with tourists. I took the key and went to the room. Room 11 was small and quiet. Queen bed, one lamp, old wallpaper peeling near the corners. It smelled faintly of dust and something else I couldn't place, like wet concrete. I tried turning on the TV, static, tried the Wi-Fi. No signal. I told myself it was just an old building, no big deal. Then the light flickered, just once, but enough to make me stop scrolling my phone. It felt wrong, like the air had gotten thicker. I brushed it off and headed to the bathroom. When I looked in the mirror, I froze. There was a shadow behind me, just a shape, no features, but clearly human, standing still. I spun around, nothing. I told myself I was just tired, the desert heat, long drive, maybe even dehydration. But when I looked back at the mirror, it was fogged up, and written across it in streaked letters, "You shouldn't be here." I rushed to the door to leave, but the latch wouldn't open. It was stuck, jammed from the inside like something was holding it shut. And then I felt it, that presence again. All night I felt watched, heard faint breathing. When I turned off the light, the shadow came back, closer each time, once by the window, then by the foot of the bed, then just inches from my face. I didn't sleep, I didn't blink, I just waited for morning. At 6 a.m. sharp, the latch unlocked on its own. I grabbed my stuff and bolted straight to the front desk. I slammed the key down and said, "What the hell was in that room?" The old man looked confused, then said, "We haven't used room 11 in years. We keep it locked. You were supposed to be in room 7. I stared at him. "You gave me the key yourself." He opened a drawer and pulled out a key labeled room 11. Still there. "This one's never left the drawer," he said softly. I left that place without another word. Drove straight for the next state line. A few weeks later, I went back just to see. There was no motel, no Sunset Inn, just an empty lot where the building used to be. And sometimes now, when I look in the mirror late at night, I swear the shadow is still standing behind me.